Okay, today we're going to see what's inside of a Noco Genius 10. CJ was nice enough to leave this on top of the car and back out of the garage with it attached still. So he pulled these wires out. He actually ripped our connector. Now I've already repaired it. So what I want to do is, the biggest complaint about the Noco is it only gives you this indicator on if it's charged or not. So there's no indication of the battery voltage that's on there or anything. So what I've done is I've purchased some of these cheap made in China gauges, and what we're going to attempt to do is install this gauge inside of our Noco. Now, Noco is nice enough to make all your bolts triangle bolts or triangle screws. And for me to get it out, I've got to use my little security set I have here. But I have to drill these out because if you notice, it doesn't fit in there. So I have to drill this out to the next size up. And I'm pretty sure there's some bolts in there. We'll have to find out. Okay, so we got our triangle bit. And you can't really use like a regular nut driver because see that line right there? When you put it on, it goes past the line. Well, that's not enough depth to get in there. So I have this nut driver on my little impact guy that we're going to use, the zip zap. So we're going to put it in there and get it situated first. So I know that's on because I can't turn it. Put a bunch of pressure on it. Pull it out. Get it situated. There it is. Same thing. Slipped a couple times. But yeah, there's a better image of your triangle bolt. Thank you, Noco, for making this so difficult. They really don't want you to get in their stuff. Pretty sure it'll come out after that. Now, let's see what's hidden behind the two doors there. Alright, so first I'm going to try my 90. Okay, yep, it's like a screw, same as the others. Drill her out, same song. I mean, these guys went all out with the screws. Yeah! Power! Alright, these two are still in, but I'm pretty confident it'll come apart. Got a nice little O-ring there. Oh, there's one screw out. There is going to be no room in this to put this gauge. Okay, what's going on here?
Is there still a screw in there?
No, but these are not helping me. They're like stuck in there. I don't know how you're supposed to get those out of there. Well, at least you get to see what's inside of it. So this is all like potted silicone-ness. There's your heat sinks. I mean, these things are made almost bulletproof. Now if we could just get... Okay, well, so here we go. The only available area, because this gauge is pretty deep, I don't think it's going to fit anywhere, is like right on top of, like, it might fit right there. If that's the top though, I don't think it's going to fit. But then we have a couple issues now. One, how are we going to hook our wires up, since we have absolutely no way to get these wires through, because you're not pulling them through these things. I'd have to completely cut them off. And this is one we got attached to. So luckily it's broken already. We could slice it. We could slice it open with a razor blade. Or try to. If I'm looking at it, you have to go right above the 10. And it might fit. Maybe. There's not a whole lot of room in here at all. And then you have to make sure you don't hit your circuit board, which is right at the end of the mode, I think. But we're going to try it anyway. I guess what I'll do is I'll drill a hole and then I'll find my boundaries. Normally I would just drill the right size hole. Alright, pause the video. I'm going to cut this and see if I can get at least a little more room to work with. Okay, so I slice it open and look at this. There's a temperature probe inside here. So it measures the temperature of the wire. Interesting. Now I'm really struggling to get this off the... It's like almost glued to this thing. I don't know if it melted like that. Yeah. Okay, so the only cheap thing they did was use aluminum wire. Okay, so all I did was slice it right here. There's a retainer inside here. That's what you broke when it went through. Hopefully you can see me sliding this thing. Oh, Blue, glad you can make it. Oh. Yeah, so here's the retainer for that side. Got it. Okay, so this should come out. Well, they did a really good job putting this thing together. This one's more stuck than the other one was. Okay, so my recommendation is don't even try to pull this thing apart. Alright, pause the video. Let me freaking work on this for 10-30 minutes. Alright, so I got it through. I basically had to rip it off, but there's no damage to that. Now, I've got this header piece on there, right there, and it doesn't want to come off. And I'm afraid to take it off. I'm gonna leave it attached. I have enough room to do what I want to do. Let's try it. Alright, so this is what I think will work. I've got it pulled out. There's a nub right there. So we stick it under the board, in the nub, and then all the way up against this this screw point right there. So that's going to give me maximum amount of room without hitting the circuit board. We may still have to clearance some of that heat shield, right? This is going to be it right here. So, and I've got it kind of pinned right there. So now we make our center mark. So now we just drill a big hole. Okay, so if you're doing it from that side, it's right at that tin. Okay, if we put ourselves back on there, you see we're going to have to do a lot of clearancing. A lot. Alright, as you can see, I missed my hole just a little bit, so I've scribed it. See right there, that's what I need to cut. So this is at the edge. And this is what I gotta trim out to get to fit my unibit that I have. It's not big enough. So it goes to 15/16, I guess? No, it goes to 1 inch. And 1 inch is not big enough for that. Alright, so we've dremeled the rest out with our little carbide bit. And it fits actually pretty good. So this is almost all the way down, all the way closed. And I can get it, turn it this way, then we can get it almost down. So what I'm thinking is it's hitting on this corner right here. So I'm just gonna burr this off and then leave the rest alone. Alright, so I burred that off. So it fits right in there relatively nicely. So there's only a little tiny lip sticking up, like less than a 1/16. And I don't wanna hit it anymore. So I'm just going to leave that. We're going to put this in, you know, sideways. And I'll solder my wires there to these guys right here, and we should be good to go. Okay, I got this in, so now I'm about to do my wires, solder those on. Okay, we got it together. We can actually now do, well, we don't have it together, but I have it where it's going to be functional. So I got my wires soldered. What is going on here? Why can't I? I got my wires soldered on there, and I routed them underneath or on top of our circuit board because I know I have plenty of room here. So now we're going to test it. So with it completely off, we should be able to hook up our battery, right, and get something out of it. Oh, look at that. 8.48. Oh, you can't see it because it's LED. Well, you might be able to. I guess it depends on the angle that I'm holding it. Well, take my word for it. It says 8.48. So it works. Now, let's plug it in. Okay, it's in. It's doing some 12-volt thingies, but it's not on. No, it's on. Oh shit, look at it go. 15. That's what it's thinking. It's like doing its up and downies. It's pulsating it. It's working, folks. It is working. Now if I can get it back together and still working, oh, we're golden. Blue, you decided to join the party? Dude, you are just like all over me. What's going on with you? Bye, Blue. Okay, we're putting these guys back on. So they're pretty hard to work with. We're almost there. We're at the finish line here, CJ. We gotta work on our O-ring here. It's not like, go on. That was a bug on the bug zapper. It was not this. Oh, we are. So you can see it flexing. So we're like right there. You know, this is no longer super duper waterproof like it was. Okay, this does not want to go back. I don't know if I'm not in the hole. I gotta be in the hole. Okay, we should put regular screws in here. Oh dear. Because we're not even hitting the thing yet. We're just trying to go back in the hole. And it's not wanting to go in.
Is there something blocking it?
Because I can't get a good enough grip on it. It spins too much. See, you hear it skipping. You know, it's not supposed to skip. I think I have the wrong bit. I need more like an Allen bit. This is the wrong tool for this.
It's like open a little bit.
Yeah, because I can't screw it in to close it. I'm getting too much resistance because I don't have the right tool. Well, I've officially made it worse than what it was. Because now I can't even get it screwed back together. However many dollars Amazon to buy the right tool. Okay, well, whatever. It works. You saw it work. I'll show you again. Negative. Positive. 8.45. Anyway, I'll get this put back together with the right tools. I'll probably tape up these guys for right now until I get... I mean, what I have to do is basically cut the wire to put heat shrink over it to get over that. So I think I'm just going to tape it for now. And then I'll get the right tool so I can suck these screws down, or I'm going to find different screws to put in there.
Okay, Dad, so what do we have to do on it now?
Tighten the screws and stuff this O-ring in the right spot. So your driver is a triangle 2.3. I borrowed this from somebody at work. If I used this to begin with, I wouldn't have had to drill these out, because this kit is thinner than a normal quarter drive anything.
Is there something blocking it?
Yeah, our gauge, because I didn't cut the heat sink that's sitting on top of it. Okay, so this is the CJ Noco Genius Plus with the voltage. Let's see if we can get it at an angle to where it doesn't flicker, because LEDs like to flicker because of the cycle count. But yeah, I mean, it works. Green, 13.8. Take it off, goes 0. It does some funny things, like flashy flash. Cool thing about this is when you hook it directly up, it gives you an instant voltage reading of wherever you hook it to.
That's nice.
Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the comments.